Hello everybody, 'tis I, the Rumpled One. Had some good phone conversations over the weekend. Touched base with a friend I hadn't talked to in a few years. It's interesting, we had conversations, I guess catching up and just all over the map. But we were talking today, and it was kind of politically based, about this country. And I think we need to hit the reset button. I may have said this in a previous video, but it just seems everywhere you look, things have just gotten so far out of kilter. It's like this country's been turned upside down, inside out. Some things just don't make sense. Take customer service, for example. Remember I told you I was reading that book? It's called A Geography of Time. Well, if you think about it, most companies don't really value your time. Why do I say this? Well, they're using a computer to answer the phone. And then you have to sift through a menu of items to get to the department that you want to get to. And then, chances are, the person answering the phone is probably a 50-50 chance that their first language is English. Chances are, they're probably paid less than 10 bucks an hour. Chances are, they're not much customer service to you at all. And so these companies have probably wasted 5-10 minutes of your time between dealing with their automated attendants and then waiting and then dealing with their low-level, lowly paid, poorly trained employee. That's customer service here in the 21st century. Boy, have we progressed. Anyway, that's just one thing. And then, of course, pressing one for English. This is America. Let's reset things. This is America. Speak English. Transact your business in English. Now, you know me. I'm always talking about one group or person imposing their will, their beliefs on another group or person. As far as private industry, hey, if they want to have multi-language, that's fine. But the government, what I'm paying my tax dollars for, no. No, I'm sorry. We have to draw the line. And I know that's not politically correct, but you know what? I don't give a rat's you-know-what about political correctness. Because that's something that needs to go away too. We need to reset that. We need to call things the way they are and quit worrying about hurting somebody's feelings or offending them. I mean, we need to put the reset. Somebody's offended because you say Merry Christmas. You know what? If you don't like it, then we're just going to reset you, and we just don't care. You're just going to have to suck it up. There's a lot of things I don't like. If I don't like to hear Christmas music, I change the channel. I don't sit there and say, well, they shouldn't play Christmas music because it offends me or I don't like it. You know, they took prayer out of school, but they let other people pray in school, the Muslims, Islam, whatever. What's wrong with that picture? This is America. Reset. I mean, if you think about it, what was this country founded on? Or for? Religious what? Freedom? So, certain people don't have the religious freedom anymore? No. Hit the reset button. Tax laws? There's reset button. You name it, we just need to reset it. Government. Let's just hit the... Just reset government. Just start over. I mean, IRS? Come on. Too many agencies. This country, it's just lunacy. And then let's bring all our troops home. Let's just reset that. Let's get our nose out of all these other countries' business. We don't need our men and women over there. We don't. Reset. Because we can bring them home. We can you know, lock up our borders. That's enough. We need to reset those borders, okay? And not finally, it's probably a lot more. Okay, this is a rant. Let's just call it as I'm ranting. Because this whole border thing is just ridiculous. And this whole thing about, well, you know, we weren't the first ones here. To the victor go the spoils. That's just the way it is. Are we going to change all the maps all over the globe? I mean, come on. How far do we go back? Do we go back to Genghis Khan? We want to put the maps back there or before? I mean, let's just get real, people. I mean, just get over it. It's happened. It's over. Can we move on? Can we progress instead of trying to regress? So, let's hit the reset button. I mean, all these things we try to do, it doesn't work. It don't work. Reset. Do something different. See, things have gotten so tangled, so mishmashed, so discombobulated that it's like a computer. It freezes. And that's the way this country is right now. We're frozen. Nothing's getting accomplished. Let's reset. Let's just put the whole country on lockdown. And what do I mean by that? If you don't belong here, get the heck out. And if you're not here, well, you just stay out for the next couple of years till we can get things figured out and straightened out. Let's stop exporting and stop importing. Okay, maybe that's going to hurt a few businesses. But guess what? We don't need the junk in the first place. Let's reset. Let's reset our minds, our spending patterns, our spending habits. Let's get our priorities straight. I mean, let's hit the reset button on your own head. I mean, you don't have to run out to the big box store and pay for all that imported crap. Most of it you don't need. I mean, think about it. Reset. What are you doing? What are you doing? And look at our education system. How much more money are we pouring in? And our rank in the world just keeps going down year after year. Reset! I mean, it just really burns me when I think about it. I mean, here I am in this little rural area. I went to a school board meeting. I think I told you about it in another video. There's only 2 other people in the audience. I don't have any kids. People! Don't you care about your kids? In this school district here, it's falling behind. If I had kids in this school, you know I'd be there. I'd be like, what? You better start teaching these kids, my kids. If you don't care, you expect the school system, the government to care? People, reset. I could just go on and on and on. But I think you get the picture. We need, maybe this could be your New Year's resolution for the year 2013. Personally, I don't do New Year's resolutions. What I do instead is say, how is next year going to be different than this year? And then I work towards it. But I think we need to take a big eraser and just erase everything and reset. I mean, gun control. I mean, we've had a couple of shootings. We had one here in Oregon. But the media didn't report the whole story. Why'd that shooter turn the gun on himself? It was because there was an armed citizen who drew down on him. And when he saw that, he shot himself. That didn't get reported in the news. The news needs to be reset. We need real news, not politically slanted, editorialized, liberal garbage. We need the facts. Just the facts, ma'am. Can we do that? News media, reset. And with the guns, I heard on the radio this morning, there was this radio show on AM radio. I got tired of FM. It was just a bunch of crap. They keep playing the same stuff over and over. And that's another reset. But they had this sheriff from a county in South Carolina. And he was being ridiculed by the newspaper in LA because he told all the women in his county to arm themselves. You know, to make sure that these predators and rapists and these miscreants, these deviants, don't harm them. Well, guess what? Crimes against women in his county went down after he made that statement. But the people in the LA newspaper wants to make him out to be some knuckle-dragging Neanderthal Cro-Magnon type person. It's like, no. We here in America have the right to protect ourselves from each other and, more importantly, from the government. Reset. Maybe we need to have a new political party, because we know the Democrats and the Republicans ain't getting the job done in Washington. Maybe we need the reset party, where we just hit that button and we just start over. I mean, sometimes you have to tear down and start over. Sometimes you erase so much, you got to just throw that piece of paper away and get a fresh piece of paper. And pretty much this is what's going on in our country. We have allowed it to be screwed up, either intentionally or unintentionally, but we've been asleep at the wheel. We the people, it's our fault. Your fault, my fault. We're all in this together. And I'm telling you, if we don't do something about it, then it really is going to be dog, eat cat too. Cat 1 is out of here right now. It's a good thing it's not eat cat 1, huh? Anyway, I probably ran it long enough. But I hope I've given you something to think about. Maybe something that you could go on a rant about. Maybe you could tell me where I'm missing something. Or maybe I forgot something. Maybe I'm not saying it quite right. Maybe I've just really, maybe I'm way off target this time. A lot of times you guys say, nope, you nailed it, you bullseyed it. But, you know, sitting up here in the quiet, in the clean air, especially when it's been raining, keeps me inside, can't do anything outside. Gives me a lot of time to think and talk about stuff. You know, get on the phone with some friends. But my fellow Americans, one thing is for sure. You need to wake up and smell the tyranny.